Buying or selling real estate can be stressful. After all, it's not any old house we're talking about, it's your home. So when it's time to buy or sell, you want to make sure your search is in capable hands. That's why we turn to Angie Cole and the team at A. Cole Realty. You've seen Angie featured on HGTV's House Hunters. Realtor magazine named her one of the top realtors in the country. And just ask us, the numbers back her up. So listen up as we cover all the ins and outs of buying and selling a home here in the Triangle. It's time for the Savvy Realtor with Angie Cole.
Time for another great edition of the Savvy Realtor. Walter Storholt here alongside Angie Cole, the owner and broker in charge of A. Cole Realty right here in the Triangle, serving you not only in Raleigh, but all the surrounding areas as well. You can find us online at acolerealty.com. That's A-C-O-L-E realty.com. And we've got a great show on the way for you today. Before we even say hello to Angie, I just want to give you a little preview. We're going to be answering some of your questions as we open up the mailbag a couple of times on today's program, covering a couple of different topics that are important to sellers and buyers. We're also going to be telling you about a brand new deal that you can take advantage of if you are a local hero in our community. So if you are a firefighter, law enforcement officer, teachers, first responders out there, medical personnel, and military, keep listening because we've got a great deal for you to learn about today if you're thinking about buying a home in the near future. So there's your teaser. We'll get to more of that a little bit later on. Let's introduce you to the Savvy Realtor. She is Angie Cole. Her team helped over 200 families buy or sell just last year. And this year, she's been voted as #1 real estate agent in Raleigh by Midtown Magazine and the #1 in all of Wake County by Indy Weekly. Angie, thanks for being here this week. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
It's October. Can you believe it?
I know.
Crazy.
Time is flying.
Yeah.
I had my daughter looking at Halloween costumes the other day.
What's she going to be?
Trying to figure
Do you
that
know?
out.
Or does it have to stay under wraps?
No, we can
Okay.
tell everyone. Because I think it's going to be her last year, probably, of dressing up. She's in 6th grade, and
That's it.
I remember that was my last year.
Yeah, I
where
think
it was
maybe that was ours. Yeah.
still okay, but she's going to be Holy Guacamole. And
Holy guacamole.
It was
All right.
cute. It was in this magazine, so it looks like a big avocado, but kind of a schoolgirl outfit. So
Okay.
it's Holy Guacamole.
That's pretty cool.
Not schoolgirl, kind of like churchy dressy.
Okay.
Like, does that make
Oh,
sense?
Oh, holy.
It's like a spin on it.
Not
Holy.
WHO, but holy.
Yeah,
It's one
yeah.
of those combo.
Right. I thought it's a really cute outfit. But
those are
anyway.
more popular, the combo or the play
Yeah.
on words. Those are really.
I kind of like that she
Yeah.
went for more fun, you
Right.
know, because it
Right.
used to always be more prissy or, cutesy. So that was a
She's
fun
got a little
one.
wit now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She picked up on that one real quick. So, yeah, we're into October.
That's pretty cool.
Time to celebrate. It's the A. Cole Realty Rundown.
This is where we highlight the closings that happened with Angie Cole and her team in the past week or so. And Angie, how many are we celebrating this week?
Yeah, so this past week we actually had a slower week of closings. We only had 2 closings, which is okay, but we had one of our most important closings.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so our most important closing goes to the person sitting across the table from me right now. So Walter and Connie closed on their sale. Woohoo. Yeah, so they closed on a home in Durham. They've already now purchased their next home, so we're super excited for you guys, and thank you so much, of course, for trusting our team.
Well, it was a great experience with Angie and her team. And well, hold on, go ahead and let's celebrate the next person as well.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you some details if you're listening to kind of what the experience was like.
Perfect. Yeah. So then we also had a buyer closing. So we had John who purchased his first home. It was a new build. And we love working with past client referrals. So actually our team worked with his parents, Ann and Carl, in the past. And fortunately enough for us, they trusted us with working and, being an advocate and representing their son, John. So John purchased a new build in Durham. So congrats on your first home, John.
Very cool. Congratulations, John. And so this week, how about we celebrate with dog barking in honor of our 2 dogs, since we're on the closing list this week, Angie. 2 big old dog barks. Always fun celebrating the closings, especially, Angie, this segment's a lot more fun when one of them is mine. So this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a great experience working with you guys. Lowry Ligon was the listing agent who came out to our home.
Yeah.
We started this process a while back. Amber Cole, who you hear here on the program as well, came out, talked to us about staging the home. Now, we sold it with no furniture or anything like that inside, but she was still able to help us with wall colors, and we did decide to upgrade flooring. So we did make a couple of upgrades, and so she was awesome working with.
She's great not only for staging if you're living there, but to get it, show ready and, to give you guidance on just minor repairs and fixes that you could do to your home, for sure.
And I just really liked how everybody was very open and honest throughout the process. So, Amber gave her suggestions of things, but then we ran that through another filter. So, then we ran it through Lowry. And then Lowry, we analyzed it together, and she was like, okay, I like her suggestions about this. But here, based on what I'm reading on your neighborhood and the market, this is where she can apply her expertise and be like, I think we can sell the home without doing X, Y, and Z, so you probably don't need to spend your money on that. So Amber's kind of like, I'm going to make this thing, a knockout home.
Right.
And then Lowry puts it through that filter of, this isn't necessary.
Is it needed? In the price bracket we're in and our, comparables, what level of upgrades or updates do they have in their home? And so, are these items a must, which of course will make them the home even more beautiful? Or, hey, we can scale that back and do more of a bare minimum because the other homes were of, same visuals and looks as far as updates in order to get the home sold. So you're right.
It was a great experience. And I will say this, because I know a lot of people always have that thought of well, could I sell a home on my own, right? So we thought about that. We didn't actually consider it because I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. From doing the show with you, obviously, I'm going to work with your team, and I just don't want to have to worry about that burden because I just know what comes along with it from having done the show with you for 2 years. But just thought about it. If we were, what would we do? So before I even met with you guys, I already kind of had in mind of what I would list the home for and how I'd go about it, what upgrades I might make, all of those kinds of things. And I don't know, how exact the numbers are because you're kind of extrapolating out a little bit, like decisions you would have made and how transactions would have gone.
Right.
But we ended up listing for $20,000 more than I would have on my own.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And ended up closing above list price on top of that as well.
Wow.
So, and really relied heavily on the negotiation process, and everything went super fast. Super fast.
Yep.
So we had an offer and closed within less than 30 days.
So, and I of course,
cool.
Although I wasn't directly, helping you out, of course I was in the know and on the back burner. Right. So I saw things moving and shaking, really, really quick. But that definitely makes me ecstatic to know that you guys ended up, even after commissions, because I know a lot of people mentioned, well, we'll just do it for sale by owner. We'll save money. We'll keep money in our pocket because we won't be paying the real estate agents, their compensation. But there you go. We ended up actually getting you a lot higher than where you expected to close out, which made up for it, plus some, right?
And just because I would have listed where I thought I would have listed as a for sale by owner doesn't mean that I would have even met that.
Very true. Very true.
Because so many other factors are different when you go down that route.
Right, exactly.
So it's just, I was very excited about how it all turned out. It was seamless. It was well beyond our dreams, really, for what would happen to that home when we bought it 6 years ago. So
awesome.
It was very exciting. So
Yay.
Thank you guys and your team.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Did an awesome job.
For you guys, that's amazing.
So I can kind of give you a testimonial, a first-hand one now, having bought and sold a home over the last couple of months with the A. Cole Realty team. They leave no stone unturned, and they make sure that every little detail is covered throughout the process. So if you want to give Angie and her team a call, the number is 919-578-3128. That's 919-578-3128. Or check them out online at acolerealty.com, or just Google Angie Cole, and you're going to find her. Cole is the last name, by the way, Angie Cole. And tell them Walter sent you, and I don't know, they'll give you
Thanks, Walt.
an extra towel in your goodie bag after you close. There you go. All right, well, very cool. There's a lot to get to on today's program, so stay right there. Coming up next, we'll answer your questions as we open up the mailbag here on the Savvy Realtor.
Get answers to your home inspection questions. This is Ask the Inspector with Judson Root of Garnet & Gray Inspection Services.
Al in Cary has our question of the week, as it's time to Ask the Inspector with Judson Root of Garnet & Gray Inspection Services. And Judson, Al says, I don't want to be disruptive, but I'd like to follow you around while you inspect the home. Is that okay?
That's great. In my opinion, I think some of the best buyers that are out there are the ones that are genuinely interested in the inspection process and are willing to ask questions. It shows to me that they've got a genuine interest in the home and understanding how they need to operate it going forward. I encourage people to follow me if that's what they want to do. In most cases, buyers end up coming for a review at the end of the inspection, and that way I've had a chance to see the entire property, have a better understanding of it, and be able to answer all their questions proficiently. A lot of times buyers have seen the homes 2, 3, 4, sometimes more times, and I'm just showing up for the first time and have only been there for 15 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to answer questions as well as I necessarily should, having just shown up and seeing it the first time. But again, I definitely encourage folks to attend the inspection and ask as many questions as they need.
Have you ever had a buyer kind of point something out to you because they've been there so many times and they want to make sure that you know about a particular spot, and they want, make sure you really give me details on this particular spot that I've noticed?
Right. There's something important to everyone when they're buying something, and it's important for me to listen to these concerns and help these people understand and accurately articulate what their concerns are and how it connects with how the home operates. So I think those are some of the best buyers out there.
Yeah, it's easy to see that the home inspection is one of the most important parts of the home buying process. You want to make sure that it's done right, and so we like to offer you a free guide that answers some of the most commonly asked questions about home inspections, so you can make the right choices as you get ready to buy your next home. If you'd like to get a copy of the guide, just text the word INSPECT to 555-888. We'll text you right back with a link to click on and view the home inspection guide. You can even download it right to your phone. So just text the word INSPECT to the number 555-888. One more time, get your home inspection questions and answer guide by texting INSPECT to 555-888.
Let's shine a little light on some of the Triangle's best areas right here on the Neighborhood Spotlight.
I like this part of the show. We should rebrand this, Angie, as the Nooks and Crannies segment, since that's kind of how I just always go to Nooks and Crannies of the Triangle, is what we find out about in this segment. It's actually called the Neighborhood Spotlight, where we learn about new places around our area, and Angie kind of walks us through some of the things to know, and I just love learning about new areas of our home. So, Angie, where are we heading this week?
So I thought we would stick with the Gardner area and where our listing of the week is located, just because we haven't really talked about this neighborhood before. So the neighborhood spotlight is Turner Farms in Gardner. Of course, that will be, south of the Raleigh area. The one thing that I really love about Turner Farms is the size of the lots. It's a very mature neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Homes range, from the 1960s all the way up to brand new homes. So there's a great mix of homes within this neighborhood. Most of them, I would say, are more around built in the 2000s as far as the age of the homes, but there is a speck of some older homes here and there throughout the hood.
Yeah, you're right. There's some nice spacing in this neighborhood.
Yeah, so a lot of the lots have, or most of them have, they're at least a half acre plus. I know some of the homes have up to 2 acres plus as well. We currently, in this neighborhood, there are 2 active listings, one of them being our listing off of Hartfeld, and then there's also another active listing. In the last year, they've sold around, I think it's around 30 to 40 homes. So they are actively selling in this neighborhood. They are all single family homes. They range anywhere from the 200 price point up to the 400 price point. So there is a range there, but the reason for that is, like I mentioned, the age at what the homes are built, the year built. There's a wide range there. Also, the square footage range can make a difference in your price point too. As far as location of Turner Farms, to get there, you will take I-40, exit 306, which is Highway 70 towards Gardner. You will take a left onto White Oak Road, and then a left onto Golden Grain into the neighborhood of Turner Farms.
Pretty cool. Just kind of right there due south of the Raleigh area, right? Nothing right off east of Highway 50, kind of that range. Yeah.
And of course, it's, it's a quick little skip and a hop over to White Oak Shopping Center. Mm-hmm. If you are maybe working or, like to enjoy maybe the nightlife or the restaurants in downtown Raleigh, it's really not that far from there either. I would say not even probably 20, 25 minutes max to get to downtown Raleigh. So although you have more of the country setting with the extra privacy, it's right down the street from, of course, nearby restaurants and shopping.
Yeah. You got your local pizza joint right across the street, Chanello's.
Ooh, I didn't even know that one.
Pop right on over
Yeah.
and get your slice of pie for the evening. So
It just sounds like
doesn't get
it's
more convenient than that.
yummy.
Right?
Yeah. So if you are looking to buy a home, maybe you're interested in Turner Farms, or just anywhere here in the Triangle, remember that our team, we service the Triangle and surrounding areas. And if, of course, we can't service your area, we have connections with top producing realtors in your area. But I wanted to mention that we are working directly with Rick Dale with Angel Oak Home Loans, and we have a wonderful program. So we just want to say a big thank you to all of our heroes. Those heroes being our first responders, our law enforcement, military, medical personnel, firefighters, and teachers. So our active heroes in our area, when you work with A. Cole Realty and you work with Rick Dale with Angel Oak Home Loans, they are offering $500 towards your closing costs. So great incentive just to help you to get your foot into your new home. So once again, if you are thinking about buying, we'd love to start that discussion and to get you connected with our preferred lender, Rick Dale with Angel Oak Home Loans. And we'd like to say a big thank you to our heroes with our Hero Loan Program, where it's an incentive of a $500 towards your closing costs. So if you would like to discuss that more, you can just text the word HERO to the phone number 919-578-3128. So once again, to get more information on the Hero Loan Program that is offering $500 towards your closing costs, you can text the word HERO, 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 to the phone number 919-578-3128. And thank you so much for all that you guys do.
Very awesome program, making its debut today here on the Savvy Realtor, and so you can take advantage of that if you're in that neighborhood of looking for a home. Not this particular neighborhood, but you're in that phase of your life right now where you're thinking about buying a home here in the near future. Great way to work with the A. Cole Realty team and Angel Oak Home Loans, putting you first with a $500 deal toward your closing costs if you are a local hero. So if you're a firefighter, law enforcement, teacher, first responder, military, or medical personnel, as Angie mentioned, you can get that $500 discount toward your closing costs if you work with the team. Very cool opportunity. And again, you can text the word HERO, HERO, text the word HERO to 919-578-3128 if you want to take advantage of that program. 919-578-3128. Or if you just have questions about the program, you can contact us at that number as well. Just text the word HERO to 919-578-3128, and we'll start the conversation with you. Stay with us. Much more coming up on today's edition of the Savvy Realtor with Angie Cole and the fantastic team at A. Cole Realty.
Light blue, dark blue, red. We all identify strongly with at least one of those colors when it comes to supporting our favorite schools and teams. So what color did A. Cole Realty choose for their logo? Green? Way to stay neutral there, Angie.
Time to open up the mailbag once again here on the Savvy Realtor. For this question, we'll hop over to Chapel Hill and get a question from Franklin. By the way, if you want to submit a question to be featured on the show, just go to acolerealty.com to submit your questions. Franklin says, is staging your home really all that important?
Oh my goodness, Franklin, it is so important. And first of all, I love that it's Franklin in Chapel Hill. Reminds me of Franklin Street, right?
Oh, yeah. How about that, Franklin?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean, staging your home is super, super important. And I know we say this time and time again, but first impression is everything.
Yeah.
And, we always say to declutter and, just kind of neutralize everything. So that means, taking down your personal belongings, your pictures of your family, and then decluttering. So maybe you have a bookshelf. Maybe you only leave one or two items on the shelves. Take everything else off the shelves and box it up.
Right.
I know it doesn't feel like home anymore, but remember, when you are looking to sell your home, you're trying to sell it to someone else. You want them to feel like they could live in your home. If your home's cluttered, if you have a lot of crazy colors on the wall, it's really tough for someone to visualize living in your home. And so getting your home staged in order to have wonderful professional photography taken, that will be the world of a difference. Also, not only is it important when someone's walking through the doors of your home, but in order to even get someone to schedule an appointment to view your home, we need to make sure that they love the pictures. They say about 96% of buyers start their search online
Yeah.
on the internet. And very quickly, for example, if they're on Zillow or Realtor.com, they are just quickly skimming through the pictures.
Yep.
If they don't like what they see, they are going on to the next home. I can promise you they are not focusing on your remarks or
Yep.
your dimensions at first.
It's all about the pictures.
Zipping through those pictures. So once again, staging will make those photographs just pop. I
Yep.
mean, it will just bring someone into your home.
I think I told you about this when we bought our home with you guys recently. The home that we ended up buying, we had in the no pile at first because of the pictures.
You're right. I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Perfect example.
Right. And that home could have checked all of the boxes.
Yep.
But when you see those pictures, if it's, I don't know, just doesn't have that wow or a little grimy or whatever it might be, immediately in the back of your mind, you're like, I don't want to move in there. So pictures are very important, and staging comes into play, when we have the pictures taken.
Yeah, just to underscore the importance there, it really is a big factor. Also, I found this kind of funny and very helpful when I went from the buying to the selling process, was how quickly you start to say to yourself, even before you actually close on the home, this is my home.
Right.
Once your offer gets accepted, your mind immediately is like, okay, this is my home now.
Right.
So, and you start acting that way, and I don't mean it to sound like a spoiled or anything like that. It's just like that's how your mindset starts to go to.
Yeah.
Is like, all right, well, they're on the way out, we're on the way in. This is our home now.
Right.
And so then when we sold, I remembered my mentality, or at least the pull to go in that direction. And so I tried to keep that in mind of like the sellers are going to view this as their home as soon as even before they put
They're
the offer
excited.
in.
I mean, it's emotional. It's emotional for both a seller and a buyer, no matter what end you're on. But yeah, so, making sure that you can get that buy-in, that emotional attachment to your home is very important. And so that's why staging is a must.
Very good question, Franklin. If you are interested in selling your home in the near future, it's very easy to get started. A great way to begin is to find out the value, potentially, of your home if you were to sell it in today's market. What would you list your home at? Angie Cole and her team at A. Cole Realty have put together this really cool tool that helps you decide kind of that number, or at least gives you a starting point for what you might be able to list your home for in this climate. All you have to do to take advantage of that tool and to use it is to text the word listing to 555-888. The number is 555-888. In the message, you just put the word listing and send that text to us, and you'll get a text right back from us with a link that you click on and put in your home's information. Might sound like a lot to keep up with on the radio. I promise. It takes like 20 seconds. A lot of people do it each week. No problem. Just text the word listing to 555-888 and follow the instructions to find out that potential value or listing price of your home. Now, if you're a home buyer and you're not a home seller, don't feel excluded. In fact, we've got a really cool new program that we talked about a little bit earlier on in the show today that Angie Cole and her team have started up with one of their mortgage partners. And Angie, I'll let you do the honors on telling folks about this program that honors the local heroes in our community.
Yeah, we cannot thank our heroes enough, and those heroes being active first responders, law enforcement, military, medical personnel, firefighters, and teachers. I mean, we cannot live the world that we're in without you guys, so thank you very much. But we, A. Cole Realty, are partnering with Rick Dale with Angel Oak Home Loans and are offering a $500 incentive towards closing costs. So if you are a hero, a local hero in our area, once again, being those active first responders, law enforcement, military, medical personnel, firefighters, or teachers, we would love to help you when you are thinking about purchasing a home. And for working with us and working with Rick Dale with Angel Oak Home Loans, we are offering a $500 incentive towards your closing cost. So if you are a hero in our area, you can send over a text and text the word hero to the phone number 919-578-3128. And then we will follow up with you to chat about next steps. So if you are thinking about purchasing a home and would like to discuss more about our Hero Loan Program, just text the word hero to the phone number 919-578-3128.
That's all you have to do to get in touch with Angie Cole and the team at A. Cole Realty to take advantage of that great program. $500 toward your closing costs if you are a local hero that we outlined moments ago. All you have to do is text the word hero to 919-578-3128. Thanks for listening to the Savvy Realtor today. Walter Storholt here alongside Angie Cole. Angie, have a great rest of your weekend.
You as well. Thank you so much.
We'll look forward to talking to you again on next week's program. This has been the Savvy Realtor.